What is going on, guys and girls? My name is James ThnxCya. Welcome back today to Minecraft. How are we doing, everyone? Welcome back. Welcome back. Today, of course, it is time once again to check out the latest Minecraft Snapshot. This one is 20W09A, and I'll be honest, we are like a little bit late to the party with this one. This one did come out like, I think 3 or 4 days ago, but I've been really enjoying jumping in and checking out the snapshots. It's something we used to do an awful lot back in the day on the channel, and I didn't really want to miss one out. Although I imagine that there's a lot of people who have already seen these features, I still wanted to cover them just in case. And there's some really, really cool things in here, which I really like. So yeah, there's not as much as previous snapshots, but there's probably going to be one in another few days, so who knows what they're going to add next. So around the edges, we have our classic OG obsidian, and then in the middle, we have a brand new block, which is called Crying Obsidian. So yeah, it's a little bit tricky to see when it's actually surrounded by other obsidian blocks, but if we go around the back here, this is what this bad boy looks like. It's such a cool texture. It's got like this weird particle effect that comes off it. It looks like really alien-like. It kind of reminds me a little bit of something that you would tend to find in the end, although for some reason it's in the Nether update, but hey. And yeah, it just looks amazing. It's such a weird texture. But yeah, the Crying Obsidian item is actually, it's kind of funny because this is one of the like sort of special cancelled items in Minecraft that were once introduced many, many years ago and then never actually added into the game. So believe it or not, Crying Obsidian was talked about way back in 2011 by Jeb. And he was kind of like testing out Crying Obsidian and stuff, and it never actually made it into the game. So there's been like a good few examples of items that have been like this, and it just took 9 years for like, you know, for Minecraft and for Jeb and stuff to actually put it into the game again, which I thought was kind of cool. So yeah, this item's taken 9 years to get here. It's an old one, but it finally has a place, I guess. And this is what it looks like. So, fun fact as well about Crying Obsidian, and I think I'm right about this one, I could be wrong, but I think this is true, is that Crying Obsidian's purpose was initially to give players a way to actually set a spawn point inside the Nether, so that if you died, you wouldn't have to go all the way back to the overworld. Because of course beds don't work in the Nether, and you know, when you die, you've got to go all the way back, and that kind of stuff. So who knows what its purpose is actually going to be? As of right now, it doesn't actually do anything, and the only way that you can get it is if you barter with piglins. So, obviously, because these are snapshots, that might change. I would imagine that it probably is. We might actually see it when the, like, if there's going to be any randomly generating structures. I feel like there must be, right? There has to be randomly generating structures. They're one of my favorite things in Minecraft, and maybe there might be some, like, beacons or shrines or, like, respawn temples or something. And maybe we'll see this item again. So, I mean, kind of just like a smaller change and a smaller tweak. But yeah, there's been a few like items added and a few items taken out of the piglin loot pool. So I feel like this is going to change maybe a couple more times. Obviously, snapshots are a way to test things out. But for example, something like soul sand, I think has been taken out of the bartering system, which I think is good. Because there's plenty of soul sand already in the Nether. It's not like it's a difficult item to get. But yeah. Currently, Crying Obsidian is a bartering item, and it's the only way you can get it right now. So, for example, let's give you a few trades. Let's see what we get, what we get, and what you give, even. Come on. Okay, we got some Nether bricks. Fantastic. You gonna give me some Crying Obsidian, dude? Come on. Gravel. Okay. Ooh. Oh yeah, this is one of the new things. Look at this. You get splash potions of fire resistance. I think that's such an amazing trade. Well, bartering, I guess. Don't you think? Like, if you're in the Nether and you're struggling a bit, you can find some piglins, and he's going to give you some fire resistance potions, which is pretty handy, all things considered. Look at all that lava. It's a very dangerous place. Thank you, sausage. I still want some Crying Obsidian, though. Oh. Oh, I got another potion as well. So I got a regular fire resistance potion. Dude, and so from like what? We got a little bit more gravel, but from, let's just say for argument's sake, 6 trades, to actually get 2 potions from 6 trades, I think is pretty good. Obviously, we're trading gold bars. It kind of depends what stage of the game you're at. They might be rare, they might not be quite so rare. You might have loads of them, you might not, but I guess you could have a gold farm, technically. But I think that's pretty good. It seems like you get multiples as well. 5 shroom lights. Oh, and it gave me magma cream. Hey, there we go. We got it. 5 Crying Obsidian. Wow. Okay, I was expecting one piece. I definitely didn't have any in my inventory. Ooh. Okay, so I wasn't expecting it to be 5 pieces. Huh. I mean, here's the thing, like, in theory, right? If you think about what we just spoke about with maybe having a way to save your progress, it kind of makes sense because, you know, when you start playing Minecraft and stuff, you know, usually you try and, like, you know, make a bed or whatever. You might not be able to find one like normally, so you make a bed, you have to go and get your sheep, you have to go and sort of make, like, a physical place to spawn in. So it would kind of make sense that you have to, like, maybe somehow make a spawn point in the Nether. So it's quite a cool way to maybe have to barter your way through to get the Crying Obsidian and then use it to actually have a save point. So maybe that's the mechanic they're thinking of. I have no idea right now, but I imagine we'll find out pretty soon. So yeah, this thing all the way at the end here is quite simply called target, and you may have guessed it's a target. So it's not like it's a flat thing, it's like an actual block, and I think it's really, really clever. So just quickly before we talk about it, this is basically how you make it. It's super cheap to make, just 1 hay bale in the middle, and then 4 redstone dust, top right, up and down. Well, you know what I mean. And yeah, basically, this is kind of funny for me because I'm sure like many people like myself have grown up playing Minecraft adventure maps, and one of the old things that you always had in Minecraft adventure maps is you would have like an area, maybe you had to like go and unlock a door, or maybe there was like a little mini game, and what you had to do is you had to fire an arrow at a wooden button and then it would do something. So we've seen that so many times, it's super duper a thing in Minecraft, but now we have a new thing, we have the target. And it's very clever. So not all is as it seems with this target block, because basically, depending on where your arrow hits in the target, it gives off a bigger redstone pulse. So for people who are into redstone, who are making adventure maps or mini games or on servers or whatever, I think this is going to be super duper useful. And I've kind of just done like a very basic way of demonstrating this. But for example, if we try and shoot an arrow at the very, very edge, there we go. We get a single light that lights up. So this is literally just like redstone over the back, so we can see how far it travels. So if I shoot in a little bit further inwards, okay, so what about on this red line here? We get 2. Okay, let me shoot on this line here. We get 4. I don't know where 3's gone, but hey. If we shoot a little bit further in, look at that. We get a bunch of lights. I have no idea how many it is. I'm going to say like 9 or 10. What about if we hit a bullseye? Does it go all the way to the end? No. I feel like that is the maximum amount. So, oh no, look at that. We got all but 1 light. Let me grab the arrows. Let's try and get dead center bullseye. Is it going to go all the way to the end? No. Oh, I didn't get the center. Yeah, look at that. So I don't know the exact amount that it travels, but as you can see, it travels a really, really long way. And this is essentially going to be amazing for adventure maps and for mini games and for all that kind of stuff, PvP games and whatever. I like it. So just like a few smaller changes here, but yeah, I thought we might as well go through them anyway, is that when you actually grow your fungi, which is now not called fungi, it's called fungus, big changes. Yeah, you can only actually grow it on the Nylium block that is the same type. So for example here we have like the crimson and we have the warped. So if we try and plant a crimson mushroom on a warped Nylium, it just won't grow. If we plant a crimson one on a crimson one, it will grow into a tree. If we put a warped one on a warped one, it will grow into a tree. So you have to have like the matching type of Nylium in order to actually grow the fungus, which kind of makes sense, I guess. But yeah, it's quite a simple little thing, but I guess that's kind of awesome. And apparently as well, you can also put them in plant pots. Did I read that correctly? Let's have a little look. So a couple plant plots. Hey! You can also put them in plant pots so you can decorate your house with them. I think these ones are pretty cool. A little bit of color, you know? Okay, so as well as that, if you actually want to like get rid of some of these dudes and they're kind of getting in the way, apparently the quickest and most efficient way to actually remove I think they're calling them the wart blocks. I got a couple here. Hang on, what are they called? Yeah, there we go. So like the wart blocks. So warped and nether wart. That's really confusing because you've got like nether wart and nether wart. You know what I mean? But anyway, so you can clear these a little bit quicker if you use like a hoe. And were you just riding that? Did I see that right? Maybe. It did say that the little baby piglins like to play with the baby hoglins. So maybe they jump on the back. I swear I'll have to watch it in the edit. That was cool, though, if that's the case. Oh, yeah, and as well as that, apparently as well, lava is supposed to move creatures. So this is kind of interesting. I sort of wanted to see this in action. So is this like another way of trying to control the madness that is the Nether? So if we have flowing... Oh, you're on fire. Can we... Apparently it has to be flowing, basically. So let's see if we can get some flowing stuff. Let's go and get, I don't know, get like a piglin. Are you going to get pushed by the lava? Oh, yeah. I mean, they die pretty quick, not going to lie, but they do get pushed by the lava. Okay. Oh, and one thing that I really want to see very quickly is apparently now they've made it so that when you change biomes, remember when it was like blue and red and it just changed like instantly and you could do like left and right and make a little disco? Apparently it blends in now. And dude, this spawn is mad. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, I want to see that in action. So I need to try and find, aha, here we go. This is a tiny little piece of the Soul Sand Valley. So the best way to tell really is just kind of look in the distance. So it's kind of purpley right now. And if we move over, yeah, it goes blue. Okay, that's way nicer. Like previously it was just instant, whereas now it actually blends in. So super red. And then if I back in a little bit, it goes nice and blue. And then I go back nice and red. And then I go back nice and blue. Okay, happy with that. Nice. So I don't think... Have I got any other changes to talk about? Oh, yeah, you can now climb the weeping vines, which I think are these dudes here. So you can actually climb these, apparently. Hang on. Let me jump up here. Kind of. Oh, yeah, there you go. You can climb them. There we go. Look at that. That's pretty nifty. Huh. Okay, and only one single feature that I want to actually see now. So apparently... We saw this in last snapshot, which is if a piglin finds its way to the overworld, it basically just instantly turns into a zombie. Well, not instantly, but it does take like a few seconds. So apparently they've just changed the model slightly. So I kind of wanted to see this. Let's just spawn a bunch of these guys in. And apparently it's a very, very small and subtle change, but I think it's pretty cool. So if we watch you, maybe, one of you guys going to stand still? Maybe you? Come on. There. Yeah, there we go. Look at it. Very, very simply, these zombified piglins have one single ear. So now they look different from just your classic zombie pigmen, which I really like. They actually look like piglins, and they just have like a single little ear there to kind of show you the difference. So I kind of like that change. They do look a little bit different. They kind of look like a bit more effort's been put into it, I guess. And yeah, I think that's pretty much about it for this snapshot. So I'm going to try and be a little bit quicker with the next one. I think it comes out normally like Wednesdays or something. So who knows what we're going to find in that one. I'm sure it's going to be madness. And I'll see you in that video. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please remember to poke me in that like button. And if you are not yet subscribed, go for it because we do Minecraft on fun. But until next time, thank you once again for watching. It's been such a pleasure. As always, thanks. And see ya.